don't even care that it's coming from this older woman who basically molested, raped me, and I'm related to her. I continue to try to do it, but she only done it that one time. But guess what? I had a cousin who lived up the street from me. I'm gonna give y'all that story while I'm talking about this, because this is one of the cousins that I ended up sleeping with. But this is how this situation started happening. So we used to go up to her house, you know what I'm saying? We used to shoot ball, go over, she used to come down, show her how to shoot dice, and get what? All of that turned into me figuring out ways to get her in my room to try to do something. And clothes burning was a thing. So anytime she lost in something we was doing, whether it be shooting dice, racing, or I had an opportunity to try to manipulate and say something persuasive to get her to do it, not even get what? She was on that type of time too. I don't know if something ever happened to her, but when the clothes burning thing came up, it wasn't just me who wanted to do it. She wanted to get it in too. We just had our little whatever fun, acting like we don't really want to do that ways of getting each other to do it. I started clothes burning. Commercial break me, please. If you ain't already read the book, it's in the book. Go to jtb3.org. Not only was we clothes burning, but it was a situation one time where I had almost put that pig in them. And it was another time where I invited some more people down. We all, you know what I'm saying, they clothes burned in the room. When they come out of the room, it was my turn. She tried to say she didn't want to do it. I feel some type of way about it. I done turned gang on. I done turned gang on to come in here and clothes burn, cuz we all clothes burning, cuz. You know what I'm saying? And she talking about she don't want to do it, and she asked me what did I want to do. I said, I tell you, I want to pour salt down the crack of your butt. You know what I'm saying? If you done read the book, then you already know it's in the book. So she ended up letting me do that, right? And after all of this was going on, I remember how horny at a young age I used to be. I started watching stuff then, understanding magazines and all of that stuff then. I remember the time, if you done read the book, this in here too, when my brother caught me jacking off behind the couch in the living room. He walk in, I'm back here, he see me, it scared him. He bro, what is you doing? He literally takes out running in the bedroom, terrified. I finished doing whatever I'm doing. See, back then, you know what I'm saying, that sperm didn't come out, but you catch that little tingle though. You know what I'm saying? When you get there, you catch that tingle, you know what I'm saying? So I finished doing what I'm doing. Pick up my, boom. I go back in the room, my brother say, man, bro, what was you doing? I explained it to him. I don't tell him how I learned it, but I tell it to him. Guess what? I'm at that moment, I'm passing that spirit again. I'm passing the knowledge. I'm passing the information of something that was not good for me at the age I learned it, because how it came to me. Now I'm passing it to other people. So after it's crazy, man. After all of this is going on, and people hear me say all the time, I slept with almost 100 women by the time I was 18 years old. But see, I can remember my mama saying certain things, you know what I'm saying, talking about me as far as how promiscuous I was. Other people too, when I talk about me being young and man, shit, this and that. But see, let me tell you something. Them same people went to church. They was at church every Sunday. They talked about rebuking spirits and rebuking lust and casting out this and casting out that. But let me tell you something about them people. They act like they ain't got no discernment when it's right under their roof, or when it's somebody they cool with or somebody they kin to. It's an ugly spirit that's done attached itself to people that you love and care about, and you making fun of it. And while you making fun of it, thinking it's cute or thinking it's funny, you ain't realizing that it's damaging this person, that it's tormenting this person in a way. And people, just because it's sex, get what? Sex can torment you. You can be an addict. Get what? Sex can take away and distract you from your purpose and things that you need to do, because you will be so fixated on trying to get off, watching it, whatever, on TV, your phone, or just sleeping with different women, different men, whatever your situation is. It will distract you. Not only will it distract you, it'll take away from really the experience, the love, the care of what the intimacy of what it was designed to be, because your brain is so fixated and torn apart in ways your body won't even experience it the way it needs to experience it, because you'll be thinking that it's supposed to be the way that you see it on TV, not knowing that these folks is actors. And now you wanting a certain response, maybe her body ain't responding a certain way because she's only used to the moaning that she heard on TV or watching it. She's playing with, and she don't even know how to make it be function properly because she's not in tune with her body. She's in tune with what she saw. Same thing with a man. He thinking pounding jackrabbit, he thinking he pleasing the whole time. She don't know how to communicate. He thinking this is what's making it, and he not even knowing you not even pleasing this person. You're not even pleasing her. You so busy watching dudes and you thinking how they dropping pig is how you should be dropping pig, when this is spiritual. This is an intimate moment, but you thinking this is how it's supposed to go, and you got it twisted. Happened to me. But see, over the years when all of this stuff was going on, I ended up having commitment issues, which come from that, but also come from family setting as well. But the commitment issue came in where I think because of what happened to me was because I was continuing to trying to chase the high. I put my pig in one woman, it feel good, but it still didn't compare to the first time. So I know how this one feel. I don't want that. I need to go try another one. That one didn't feel like that. I need to go try another one. That one didn't feel good. I need to go try another one. Before you know it, I done stuck my pig in almost 100 women. And at that point, I still didn't know the root of the issue of why I was chasing. I couldn't even connect to a woman on the intimate level because of what happened to me in the beginning. So guess what, y'all? I didn't come to this conclusion until I went to prison. There's so many people talking about people who find God in prison and this and that. Let me tell you something. What you don't understand, it's bigger than somebody who just started going and reading the Bible in prison and learned some scriptures in prison. They also learn their self and roots of issues from that. That is a relationship with the Most High. That's outside of the Bible. That's when he started giving you revelation for the people who find God in prison. Say what you want to say. It's certain things that I knew was shown to me that came from him that I would have never got the opportunity to see had I not had the chance to sit down and be isolated. So as I'm thinking about this, because that's how I know I slept with almost 100 women. When I was on maximum security, 23-1, I was in Charles Bass. I can see it as I'm telling you right now. I'm in Charles Bass. I'm in the corner cell. After I got into it with the police, beat him up. Well, I didn't beat him up, slammed him, maced everybody. They called the warden in, whatever, and it was all because I couldn't watch my TV show because the TV didn't work in the cell that they had me in. So they moved me to the corner cell where my antenna would work. While I'm in this cell, I remember literally writing down every woman name that I had slept with. You know what I'm saying? And when I wrote this list down, I was literally right at 90. That's why I always say almost 100 women. I never said it was, it don't matter. The number is crazy at that age, because if you pay attention to my timeline, if you read the book, if you haven't read the book, pay attention to the timeline of the book. I started getting in trouble around 14, 15 years old. So at 14, 15 years old, when the first time I get in trouble, I did 5 months and 5 days in juvenile. I get out, stay out a couple of months. I go back in, I do 10 months. I get out, stay out a couple of months. I go back in and do a year on the nose. I went in 2005, November 16th. I got out 2006, November 16th. I stayed out till July 27th, 2007, and got arrested for special aggravated robbery, special aggravated kidnapping, first degree premeditated murder, 3 counts of felony murder. Then I caught the escape. Pause it right there. Commercial break me, please. Now do the timeline of when I say I slept with almost 100 women by the time I was 18. If at the age 15 when I started having sex, because that's when I had my daughter, if I went to Juve and stayed in 5 months, and then get out, do another 10, then get out, stay in a year, if you calculate that, that means I slept with almost 100 women within a period of probably a year and a half of when I was free on the streets, which is ridiculous. That's just crazy. But people who watching on the outside, who familiar with the story, family, friends, whoever, and people see, he sleep with this and this and that, they would have called me out my name, called me everything under the sun except a child of the Most High. But what they did not care to see or try to pay attention to or have the discernment that the church folks say that they have is that there was a root, there was a spirit that was attached to me when I was molested, when I was just a child. So I'm out here doing what I'm doing. Do you know how many people still operating under that same spirit? They have no self-control because maybe something happened to them. I don't know. I'm speaking on people who maybe have a self-control because of this particular issue. There's other reasons why people don't have self-control and lust issues as well. I'm speaking on this one particular issue. That's where I know mine is the root of, because of what happened to me when I was. Do you know how many men will never talk about or say that that happened to them? Even if they wanted to speak on it, some of them won't speak on it because it was a man that done something to them. Mine was a woman. If it was a man, I'd speak on it right now because I understand the purpose and the calling of my life. Some men end up liking the same sex on the strength of it was a man that done something to them. Same thing with some women. Some women who like women, guess what? They were molested by a woman. I've messed with women who were at one point in time bisexual, but guess what? It was because their first experience was with a woman. They get confused. And what does the word say? The Most High is not the author of confusion. If the Most High ain't trying to confuse you, who's trying to confuse you? The enemy. And that's what happens to most people. Even if you're not sleeping with the same sex, he still has confused you of what intimacy is supposed to be, what self-control is supposed to be, how those desires that's getting the best of you is not of him. So I'm going through all of this.